toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the ACC, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Got the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They feed him again. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. We're going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Back to pass, it's Cutler. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff to Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that dummy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw, it's Verrier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be a draw. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Andrews. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Going for the big play. It's caught. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
The handoff as they run the counter play here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Verrier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that 1st down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice run down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from the senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Trying to do it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds the big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Abram. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Verrier. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Cantrell. Past the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Give to the running back. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
To the air, it's Copper. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Averill. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Peppers. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And off to Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He points down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Cutler. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss to the outside. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Breaks the tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Dropping back, it's Cutler. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Alabama. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own. Turning it on! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Cantrell. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.